Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to this week's plan with me. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick little flip through and do my best to include all of the cards for everything that I'm flipping through as I transition into my new planner. It was such a great time using this Bob Ross planner. Um, Bob Ross was just a great person. I think so positive, and even if you weren't a painter, you just wanted to be like him and just have that sort of influence to make people want to do the things that you wanted to do. So I like the fact that this bullet journal had enough pages. It got me from January pretty much all the way up until August. And there are a few little blank pages that I have, but pretty much I used every single page, whether it's for budgeting or just straight plan with me. I had such a fun time really kind of getting the hang of doing bullet journaling. My intention really was to actually use or go back to an actual like either like a happy planner, recollections planner, and whatnot. But there were just a few things that came up and kind of disrupted my budget. So I ended up going with a planner that I had bought months ago here. I tried to decorate using some stickers as well. And this has like title pages. The pages are pretty thick, and I just going ahead and getting started here. Starting for August, I did have a few pages left, but not enough to continue. So I wanted to just go ahead and start August in this new bullet journal, as you guys see me doing right now. Um, I love practicing my own handwriting and hand lettering and whatnot to do it better in a bullet journal. This bullet journal, I think it was like $8. I had gotten this actually back in February. My intent was actually to use it as a work notebook just to copy down notes from meetings, coachings, and things of that nature. But yeah, I literally knew I was going to either have like either another Erin Condren, Happy Planner, or Recollections Planner. And that's just not necessarily what the cards worked out for me. So you kind of roll with the punches here. And again, I am using stickers from what I have in my collection as well. And I'm just going ahead and doing the title page. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start marking off and counting the boxes down and across to do a August monthly. I'm getting in the habit of trying to use the monthly a little bit more than I did in my Bob Ross bullet journal. After I counted out down and across, I went ahead and I started um, putting down for the days of the week. And yes, I do turn my page to the side, helps me to write better. And I went ahead and did some hand lettering for August. And you can tell my pen is skipping, so I need to get, whenever I get the chance, another hand lettering pen from Amazon. Those are the Tombow pens as well. So they're widely popular. All you have to do is put in Tombow and you're going to get your selection. So because it's August and it has 31 days, I decided to go ahead and start off with Saturday, since Saturday has more days within the month than Sunday does. And I decided to do this a tad bit differently. I wanted to go ahead and actually put the day of the week and have it interrupt the box. I really liked how that came out, so I decided to keep with that same theme and plan for the rest of them. So I have a little calendar that I look at just to make sure I know which days have 5, which have 4, so I'm not making it inaccurate, because then you can't track properly if that's the case. I'm going to go ahead and speed through this here so you guys know how boxes are put down on a page of paper. So give me a few seconds while I do that. Was done putting down the boxes, I went ahead and wrote down some of the monthly goals I had for myself for August. And I went ahead and decided to start decorating as well, using some leftover stickers I had from the previous page that I had used to decorate the opening August page. I just kind of wanted to keep that part consistent, just to kind of go ahead with the theme, at least for the monthly overview as well as the opening page for August. I went ahead and put down a sticker, and it's so far peeling up the stickers are okay. The page doesn't come up with it. However, I'm not going to make that a habit of just yanking up stickers and things of that nature when I put them down. Doing my best just to lightly decorate and not to over decorate as well. I just wanted to make sure that I kind of use the majority of my stickers because I don't want this to I don't want to have like just one sticker left over as well. At the same time, I don't want to overcrowd the page. So I know it's kind of like fine tuning that. After I was done decorating that, I decided to go ahead and actually start going through and actually doing the weekly spread for that week. I typically like to use my zig pen in order to kind of accomplish this, and sometimes it's easier for me to just turn the page on the side and start writing, as you guys kind of know. And this is actually an older zig pen that I have that's actually all black. Still works just as good. In the future, I actually want to plan up and change the style to make it to where it's not just horizontal, but also vertical planning. Because pretty much whenever I was in, except for the Rose Gold Happy Planner, when I was in the Erin Condren Planner and another version of a Happy Planner, I literally always had a horizontal spread. So I'm thinking about possibly going back to that. After I wrote down the days of the week, I went ahead and I decided to go ahead and start decorating before I started with writing down the tasks that I had to do for the week. And I thought these flowers were really pretty. Um, they kind of reminded me of like under the sea or mermaid type flowers. The color and just the way that the leaves are oriented, it just looks like it's like flowers that are literally underwater. It's kind of how it looks to me. And I know if you live in any place that gets hot climate, August typically are the worst months when it comes to humidity and just it really being a very like muggy month if you live in certain areas that have like the where August is a worst weather month as far as that goes. I decided to use some OLL stickers as well. And I like to mix some of these stickers just because I think they look really pretty. The OLL stickers are so girly, and then with the floral patterns and everything like that, I think it turned out to be really, really nice with how everything just comes together, even though they're two different brands of stickers. So I really love when that happens. It's kind of like you're able to create this beautiful spread without even trying that hard. Normally I would stop there, but again, I'm using some washi tape because I have so much of it. I really want to start reincorporating washi back into my spreads. I think I was a lot better of incorporating washi when I had bought the store-bought planners. So what I'm going to do here is create little page flags, and I love this textured washi. I believe I got it from Michael's, and one of those tube strips that has like 10 or 11 of those types of washi tapes that come together. And I'm still working on cutting the page flags completely symmetrical. I do my best, but sometimes it still just doesn't work out quite right. And this is another favorite washi of mine, and I literally used the last bit of it with the spread. So kind of like an RIP to that washi right there. But yeah, it's like there's some washi that really just you fall in love with and you just want it to be never ending. And unfortunately, that's not always the case. So I had to go ahead and just kind of use some other washi tape as well, just to kind of complement what I was using since I ran out of my other washi. And I just wanted things that kind of like made everything look happy. And I was opening up my everyday A5 bullet journal, the ones that I used for my before the pen spread, to kind of go ahead and see what I was writing down for that week. And the pen that I'm using, it is a gel pen that I got from the Dollar Tree. So literally, you got like 8 pens for $1. You really cannot beat that. So just keep that in mind if you have like a Dollar Tree in your area. They actually have some pretty decent gel pens there. It saves you some money because ironically, I've gotten this gel pen from the dollar store. I've used it so much. It hasn't skipped, but I would get what people would probably think is a prettier looking Papermate black gel pen, and those skip a lot. And I'm like, you think Papermate because you're paying more for it and getting less, that they would make it more high quality, but there's something about their black gel pens that skip terribly. So that's not good. And here I go, I have this like really cheap gel pen and it's like perfect. It never skips. I've left the cap open. It picks up just like normal and doesn't skip. So that just kind of goes to say just because you pay more for something doesn't mean that it's better quality nowadays. I think it used to mean that. Like back in the day, it used to mean that, but it doesn't really mean that. It doesn't really mean that anymore. And I'm not sure if I want to go ahead and start putting down the bullet dots or just getting washi tape that has that sort of bullet feel to it to where it kind of looks like I'm putting like a checklist down and writing next to it. I'm still seeing if I can find some washi tape that I have already before I just buy some more. But pretty much, I was just kind of writing down some of the tasks that I have to do for the day as well. and fortunately I was able to write the majority of this right side up, because normally I do turn it, but it kind of depends on how my designs are and everything like that, because if I can still have it right side up, and then I can just start writing up at a slant as well. So if I feel like that's going to happen, that's when I turn my page to the side and it manages to keep it online. So if you're left-handed, you guys probably know that you have some weird way that you write, or if you know someone that's left-handed, like a sibling or a parent. All left-handed people do something weird and funky with how we put our pages and stuff like that, and how we write. This particular time, I really didn't use a lot of Etsy stickers. I just used the Happy Planner stickers that you can get from your local store as well. And this is pretty much the completed spread, you guys. I really do appreciate if you guys have tuned all the way to the end to watch this. You guys are awesome. I do appreciate your loyalty to my channel. It does mean a lot to me. Other than that, I really hope you guys have a wonderful day, and always happy planning.